Hi, I'm Jim Jordan, speaking to you from Ashland, Oregon, a couple days before the end of this year, 2011. And I kind of wanted to wrap up a few things and tell you what recently has been going on with my practice and myself. Yeah, as the months get later into the year, I get more and more clients that have depression. And as I get these clients, I have to investigate, of course, what is working, what's more effective, and what's not. And in this year, I happen to personally start to experience more depression than usual, much more than usual in the last couple months. And so I was highly motivated to up my research on brain chemistry imbalances and neurotransmitters and everything like that. So I want to talk to you a little bit about what I discovered and also my own experience. So it's kind of normal for people as the days get shorter to get a little more depressed because there's less natural sunlight, and of course we know we need sunlight to help regulate the melatonin levels in the body. So when it's dark out at night, your body produces melatonin, which helps you sleep and makes you tired and sort of lethargic. The natural sunlight basically deactivates that, so it suppresses the melatonin production. So if you get less sunlight during the day, you're going to have more melatonin, which is going to make you more sleepy and less motivated, and this is part of it. So naturally, one of the things we want to do is get natural sunlight, and of course as the days get shorter, we have less and less of that. So there are full spectrum light panels that you can get. I've used these in the past, and I'm going to be using one now again this winter, and they're very helpful. There's a lot of research done in Scandinavian countries on these because of the short days they have in the winter months, and they're very effective. So that's one thing I would highly recommend for any of those of you who are experiencing depression. The other thing that's very important, there's certain nutrient deficiencies that are very, very common in people who have a tendency towards depression. One of them would be the omega-3 essential fatty acids, EPA and DHA. And actually it's the EPA that's more important in this case with depression. So the brain, of course, is made up of primarily fat, and a good percentage of that, anywhere from a third to 40%, 25 to 40%, is these omega-3 fats, especially the EPA. So the conventional ratio in fish oil supplements, we get these omega-3 fats from fish, cold water fish, sometimes from walnuts, seeds, but they often from a vegetarian source. Your liver has to make a conversion from these, which are called alpha-linolenic acid, to the omega-3 EPA DHA. So some people don't make that conversion. So it's really important to, I think, get from fish or wild game if you can hunt wild game or get wild game. It's usually higher level than in commercially raised animal proteins. But fish oil is a very simple way to get it, and the normal ratio is 3 to 2 EPA to DHA. However, research is showing that it's probably a little better for those with depression to have maybe maybe 4 to 1 ratio, or even as high as 8 to 1 ratio, at least temporarily, of EPA to DHA to get the EPA levels up. The total dosage could be anywhere from 2,000 milligrams a day up to 10,000, depending on the severity and long-standing situation with depression. So that's the most important nutrient to correct. Vitamin D, of course, is very important. Its deficiencies are correlated to depression. And of course, our bodies make vitamin D through its exposure to sunlight. And again, we have less sunlight exposure, so often we have to take supplements, vitamin D3 supplements, or use tanning beds. There's a variety of ways to get the vitamin D. The D3 supplements, for some people, are not that well assimilated either. So then they're stuck with really moving south, getting some more sun, or tanning beds. There's natural tanning beds now. They're low EMF generating, which you can find on Dr. Mercola's website, mercola.com. that are very helpful. And for most people, though, they can take vitamin D supplements, D3 supplements. Other things that are important, there's neurotransmitters the brain produces that are related to our moods. Serotonin is a feel-good neurotransmitter, and the amino acid precursor is tryptophan. And a lot of us don't get enough foods with tryptophan in them. There's a whole list of foods you can find through different books. And there's a great book called The Edge Effect by Dr. Eric Braverman. He has a neurotransmitter assessment questionnaire that I use with my clients, and there's a list of food sources for tryptophan, like usually poultry and meats, primarily meats. You can get tryptophan from, but some people don't digest well, so they're not digesting their protein. We have to address their digestive issues, and for many it's important to probably take a supplement of tryptophan. What most people don't know either is that you need B vitamins to make the conversion from these amino acids to neurotransmitters. And many of us are deficient in B vitamins, either from our diet being deficient or lots of stress that gobbles up the B vitamins, or eating sweets or alcohol, which depletes the body of B vitamins. So it's important for a comprehensive program to really address vitamin deficiencies, B vitamins, vitamin D, and mineral deficiencies, which the primary mineral deficiency correlated to depression is magnesium. And the vast majority of people are magnesium deficient. There's not enough magnesium in our soil, and many people just don't have it. So really what we want is, when you're looking at an issue like brain chemistry imbalance or a biological component to depression, we've got to look at all the different nutrient deficiency factors, sunlight deficiency factor, and toxicities, of course. Heavy metal toxicities can basically put a wrench in your neurotransmitters from firing properly, and that can be assessed through a hair tissue mineral analysis, and so that covers a lot of what I want to say about depression. Other brain chemistry imbalances that people have, acetylcholine is the memory neurotransmitter. Many people's memories are declining rapidly, even at ages pretty young, and that's often related to toxicities and deficiencies. Dopamine deficiencies, which is for the energy neurotransmitter. Many people have that. That's often correlated to depression as well. And there's nutrient precursors like phenylalanine and tyrosine amino acids that are essential for the body to synthesize dopamine. And GABA, of course, is the relaxing neurotransmitter. So if you have trouble relaxing at night and sleeping, anxiety, then that's probably a GABA deficiency. So what I do have is I have a neurotransmitter assessment questionnaire, which I can email to you if you call my office or email my office. We can go over that and see. Most people will know their primary deficiency if they have one. They'll know if they're depressed, but often, or anxious. Often they won't know if they have a secondary one. So it's often helpful for the secondary deficiency. And then we can have a program. We can do it by phone, where we can comprehensively cover the factors, the nutritional factors and toxicity factors that are affecting your moods and your brain chemistry. Now, of course, there's other factors other than nutrients and toxins that affect our moods, and it's obviously there's some that are situational. For myself, this past year I had some tough things personally that I had to move through. Whenever there's a big change in your life, whether it's a move or a breakup with a partner or a death in the family or something, that's going to naturally, temporarily bring your mood down. But when we have nutrient deficiencies or light deficiencies on top of that, then we can get stuck. Instead of moving through the process of grieving or sadness or anger or fear or whatever is coming up, we get stuck in that pattern, and we don't break through. So sometimes it's necessary to work on helping a person process or move those trapped emotions. And there's a variety of techniques, do-it-yourself at-home techniques, or sometimes you need some coaching to help you move through those stuck emotions. And I can talk to you about that more. I think I did on another video clip, but if you call my office, I'll be happy to talk to you about the things I've come across. So 2011 is coming to an end, and we're starting a new year, 2012. I'm very excited about that for my practice and for my personal life. And sometimes we go through tough times right before something really wonderful happens. And I encourage all of you who have gone through tough times recently to hang in there. And there is hope at the end of the tunnel. And I'll be happy to coach you. I'll be happy to do educational programs like video clips. I'm going to be doing webinars this year. And I hope this reaches you in good spirits, and you're having a wonderful holiday season.